out there with a 10-0 lead. What changed the game in their favor?
I think their level of physicality, they amped up the pressure. Had less to do with offense. And, obviously, they got rolling offensively, 16 threes for the game. Obi has a heck of a night, especially from three. 6 for 9 is entirely too many. And we've had an issue 3 of the last 4 games defending the three-point line. They're coming in different ways, pick and roll, whether it's a handler pulling up, isolation situations, or coverage spots, but just having that urgency to, get to shooters. And whether a guy's a runoff or not after he's made a few, make the adjustment, we have to follow through with that and get him off the line.
Any common thread with the turnovers?
Some of it is the pairings and guys who haven't played really, a lot together. Some of them are careless, but you're not going to win too many nights if you turn it over and give up 33 points, off those turnovers. You're in for a rough night.
Wes, with kind of those weird pairings and different rotations, when you go back and look at the film, what will you be kind of keying in on to see what you can take away from this one?
I hope to see, at least us trying to, get to our spots and run offense, correctly. Didn't feel like it, but, once again, I'm not going to blame guys for not feeling comfortable playing different positions, having 2 traditional bigs out there, Gaff and Vern, obviously late, Jordan and Cash. So I'm not overly concerned with that. But we did have a good start. In the first half, I think we had 10 of our assists. Second half, we struggled. Now, once again, that's making some shots, but I thought we that ball movement or the movement with purpose wasn't what it needed to be.
And then, of course, how nice is it to see Rui kind of doing what he's been doing despite all of everything else being different?
Yeah, especially in the first half. He had a pretty good half, 18, I think, for the half. He continues to, be a bright spot and play at a high level, especially on the offensive end.
Wes, given that the team sat 2 of its key veterans and that this is the next to last game and the team is eliminated from the play-in, how tough is this to keep players' attention and to coach in a game like this?
It's not hard for me. I think you still got to do your job. And our job is to prepare them to play and get them ready, organized. Some of it is the different lineups, the different combinations. That's part of it, but it shouldn't keep us from rebounding the ball, or shouldn't keep us from getting back in transition defense. Those things are givens. It should be. And we didn't do a very good job in those 2 areas, but. I think it's a challenge. Maybe for some players, it seems meaningless to them, but it's not. It matters, and it's a great opportunity for some young players to get out there. It's a challenge because you might be at a deficit when you're not used to playing with certain guys, or you're not organized or familiar with certain things, but they certainly shouldn't affect effort. So you got 1 game to play, and I think it's a valuable. Those minutes are valuable opportunities for guys to get out there.
I know you're going to focus in when you review the film and focus in on individual people, but what's your not even initial take, what's your take on Isaiah Todd as to who he might become as a player?
Well, it's been a small sample, and it's hard. I think, you get thrust out there and the 3, the 4, just trying to figure it out. I think, he slowed down compared to where he was early in the year, which I think is a positive. He had a good little stretch late, but I think it's important for him to just continue to just play with effort, get up and down the floor. He's got to guard his position, obviously rebound at a better rate, and then just be more decisive. I think we've seen that at times with Deni and Rui. The speed of the game, I think, is part of it, but, make those quick decisions. If you're open, I think he's a good enough shooter. We have confidence in him to step up and make shots. And if you're not, you move it or you drive it and create a shot for someone else.
Christos?
Hello, Coach. Hope you're doing well. How important for you personally is to see the development of Rui, of Deni on the floor on offensive end, especially? What did you see about their development
Throughout the season?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen quite a bit. Some of that is the speed and the pace, the physicality of the game. I think they're in a better place than they were. We've seen Deni expand his game with more ball handling. I think we all looked at him in that light. He's had more opportunity to do that. The key is, as your usage rate goes up, you have to make sure you minimize the turnovers. And that's another area of growth for him. Teams are now starting to, push him to his left hand. He's going to have to figure that out. So it's, the fact that they're keying in on him means that they know he's efficient in certain areas and they're trying to take a strength of his away. So all that's great because it's growth. The defensive component, I think he's had great moments this year. Rui as well. We've seen him grow, obviously expanding his game with the 3-point shooting. Even in the last month or so, just his, the quick decisions that we've talked about. We've seen that be an area of growth. So all in all, I think it's been positive for both guys. You can put Corey in that basket as well. So I'm really proud to see where they are. And, obviously we expect, the big step for them next season.
And also playing without Brad, without Kuz, without KCP and Kristaps, how satisfied you are about the approach of the rest of the team, about the other players that step on the floor, and how satisfied you are about the way that take advantage of the chance to play on the floor?
Well, I think that's the big key. I mean, we talked at length, probably over the last 20 plus games, with this group, and they understand the value of those moments. You don't practice a lot this time of year, and for guys to, look past these moments or consider them meaningless is unwise. You get great opportunity to get out there in real time, play in a competitive game when it matters. And whether you win or lose, you're still creating good habits. And I think that's, the bottom line. That's been what we've tried to do all year. Try to create and continue to build on good habits, and eventually those habits become your culture.
Thank you very much, Coach.
I think that's it, Coach. Thank you for your time.
I appreciate it.
How hard is it to manage a game like that where rotations are different and pairings are different and everything is kind of out of whack?
It's hard, but you just gotta try to stay locked in and just play basketball. Both teams are in the same situation, not playing everybody. I haven't played for a while, and I think even when I was playing, I didn't used to play straight minutes like I did today, so I was pretty tired. But you just gotta try to find energy, try to find just trying to have fun. I think that's the most important thing, because when you just if you start thinking about the summer and we only have two games to go and think about other things, that's when you kind of are wasting your time on the court. And it's a hard league. You never know how many games you're gonna be able to play. So for me, it was just trying to enjoy and have fun playing.
Speaking of kind of the obviously even out of rotation, everything like that, what was the key for you tonight to still come out and kind of be just as productive as you usually are?
I had, even though I was tired from physically, I had a lot of energy inside of me to play, because that's what I love to do, and I haven't been able to do it the past I don't know how many games. So I think that was just me. Like I said, once you step on the court, I was just trying to have fun and trying to produce the way I could. I play with Ish more in the 2 position, kind of like what I did last year. And sometimes I enjoy being able to just think about scoring and think about the offense and think about not have to think about putting guys in a situation, calling plays. So I was just trying to enjoy and use the time on the court that I had.
I know you guys have 1 game left, but this might be the last time we get to talk to you this season. Just what have you thought about the year that you've had overall?
It was a lot of different things. Starting with the new team we had coming up this season, new coaching staff. It was a lot of things that we had to adapt. Different way to play, different players playing with on the court, and but overall, I think individually for me it was good. I played a lot of minutes. I think I did what it was expected from me. You can't just play well every time. So I also had some bad games sometimes where it was hard to find a way after the trade and after the All-Star break when we had this, I think some games that we should have won and we didn't. And me being the starting point guard, it's tough to look back and kind of, even if I play well, if the team didn't win, I don't think I can see the positive side of this. But I think honestly, I did my best with the things that was given to me and the way I had to play, the way they wanted me to play. And as far as our team, I think we're not happy with, not making to the playoffs, even more after the way we started. We thought we could have done a lot better, but just basketball, it's a long league. It's a long race. It's not just a sprint. And we had a great sprint at the beginning, but then on the long race, we couldn't hold up to it. But honestly, I try to always look at the positive side. And it was a season that I stayed healthy the whole season, even though some parts of the season with back-to-backs, you feel tired, you feel a little pain here and there. But I think I missed one game because of my shoulder at the beginning of the year, and that was it. So I'll take that. And like I said, I did my best, and I try to stay with the positive of the season.
Just what will you emphasize this offseason?
I always try to get better. I didn't have a great shooting season this season, and that's one thing I want to focus on. Just get my rhythm back and get my my feeling to shooting the ball better. I think that's something, if I improve for next year, that could be huge for me, because when you're making shots from outside, everything opens up. And again, it's a long off season that I'm gonna try to get my body right and work on my body for next season. Not done, Deni.
Any more questions for Raul?
Guess I'm done.
I'm good, thank you. We can get started with in person whenever you're ready.
Ready. You could just go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one game left of the season. When you're looking back at this, what kind of stands out?
It's been challenging for me. I didn't have summer last year. Went throughout the season, not missing a game on the roads, feeling bad, feeling sick, a lot of things went into it. And it's an emotional roller coaster, especially throughout the year. But I think I made a big step. I matured. I've learned every day. I got better every day. And I think that was my goal. That was something that was really important for me. And I feel like I did that. I got a lot of stuff to improve. There's a big summer ahead of me. Big next season, but I'm just want to finish the season strong. Next game, hopefully with a win, and just stay humble and keep going.
And I would talk about taking away positives.
The positive that sticks out to me is I think mentally also being more engaged, being more aggressive. I was a little shy off the ball a little bit in the beginning of the year, even last year. So it feels great, man. Playmaking for others, making big plays down the stretch, and hopefully it can just continue, and the role is gonna grow, and hopefully we can bring DC to the place that it belongs. So.
Just about the game today, how hard was it to defend the Knicks?
They got going. The threes got going. When they go into paint and spray the ball and making in a high percentage, that's a game changer. And I feel like the turnovers killed us. Me personally turned the ball over a couple of times, but we had
I want to say 20 something for like 30 points, and that we're not going to miss. We're not going to win most nights with this stat. So just taking care of the ball and like, yeah, the defense. I mean, being more communicate better and just keep our focus till the end. I can't tell you. I mean, that's like a handsy team. They pack in the paint. They reaching for the ball, and I feel like they got us. I mean, we had a lot of open passes, yeah, that just got stolen or blocked. So I mean, the idea was good, but like their defense was pretty solid today. Oh, definitely. Today, even like I got top block almost every time I'm trying to go off the screen. They just top block you, and like they take away the screen, the me being able to get the ball and create. So like, I mean, there's something like you need to know how to get you going and get the guys going even when you don't get the ball. Either like moving without the ball, offensive rebound, because they're gonna defend it, and they did. Oh, definitely. I got so much stuff to improve, and that's what I like. You know, it doesn't make me nervous, like to go and really like explore more things in my game and get better. Like I think I'm doing all this stuff okay, and you know, the next step is to do all this stuff good, and then better and better, and then like, you know, in the end of the day, just do it excellent. So I'm very positive. I know what I need to work on. I feel like with my growth and learning and getting bigger, it'll be even easier. So I'm looking forward for the next season and for the summer.
Hey, Deni, obviously one of 5 players in the NBA to play every single game this season. Is the lowest in NBA history. Is there a sense of pride that you get from that, having that kind of availability for your teammates?
Definitely. Me being out there and me being available for every game, for my coaches, for the players, and giving it all out every night. Sometimes there's better nights, sometimes there's worse nights, but I'm trying to give my best in each night. And it's not easy, you know, you have your personal life too. You have a lot of stuff going on outside the court sometimes, and it's not easy to play 82 games and like be all the time like on top and focus, and sometimes you need like, I feel like with mature. Come on, Hollywood, we gotta go. I feel like sometimes with also being mature is know how to like clear the head and be ready for the game. But I want to give a big shout out to our trainers. They're doing a great job. They're preparing us for every game, and I think our body is the most important, because without it, we couldn't have been on the court and playing a high level. So big shout out to them for sure.
We'll do last question to Neil.
Deni, not about this game, but on the back-to-back couple times against Jaden McDaniels and then against Danilo Gallinari, you did the kind of too small celebration. I guess where did that style come from you?
Just in general, I mean, I don't know. It's just like kind of an inner joke, you know, like playing around, you know, taunting a little bit. So I'm like, you know, it's never bad, you know. Also, the teammates like laugh about it and like they love it, so I'm just doing it, you know. But no, not any specific reason.
And then you touched on, you know what you want to work on this off season now that you have, you know, somewhat of a normal off season. What are some of those things that you hope to improve on? In
general, as I said, I mean, I think what's good about it is what's good about like me is like I can do a lot of stuff on the court, and I feel like sometimes I'm doing those stuff okay, but I'm aiming to do it better and be good in areas that I need to, and just in general like improve my game, you know, just working on it throughout the summer, getting bigger and getting stronger, and that's about it.
I understand if this is not something you've thought about at all or decisions been made, but I guess would you consider playing in summer league? Do you have any interest in that?
It's not my choice, and I'm not here to talk about summer league. So,
all right, thanks, Deni. Have a good summer.
Thank you. You too.